Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Kinzey, and I am on a road trip around Colorado to kind of find all the unique and different places that Colorado has to offer. In the trend of this wasn't what I had planned to film today, we are going to be doing kind of a graveyard walk today. I had another video planned for today. Unfortunately, I need to do some vehicle maintenance on my car before I do long distance driving again. And I'm also house sitting for a family member, so I decided I was going to stay local. And so I thought we would do like a graveyard walk today. So I hope that you enjoy today's video, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I'm going to be focusing on the older parts of this cemetery today, just because Evergreen is Colorado Springs' oldest cemetery. I originally thought it was Fairview Cemetery in Old Colorado City, but apparently Evergreen is actually Colorado Springs' oldest cemetery. And the first grave that I walked up upon was this one right here, and this couple, Daniel and Isabel, were some of the original pioneers to Colorado Springs, and their house, which is located off of Pikes Peak Avenue, apparently is a bed and breakfast now, so that's pretty cool. I don't know a lot of the history of some of these. I'll look it up so I can kind of know the history of some of these graves, but for the most part, yeah, I don't really know a whole lot of the history. I don't think you can see this one too well on camera, but it says Cameron, Kenneth, and Jane S., born 1851 to 1941 and 1856 to 1948. This one says Minnie Johnson, 1884 1941. And this one says Catherine Markham, 1853 to 1941. I don't know if you can see it too well on camera, but it says Warren Eddy, 1826 to 1916, and Ellen Eddy, 1826 to 1901. These ones are always interesting to me because their tombstones are above ground. This says Bella Bosworth, 1826 to 1891, and Wilbur Bosworth, 1859 to 1919. Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna be staying in the older section of the graveyard, just because you can kind of find a little bit more information about them. when you can on the newer graves, and also to be a little bit respectful to the newer graves. I don't really like filming the newer graves. It's kind of an interesting tombstone. Anna O'Donnell, 1872 to 1964, and Stephen O'Donnell, 1872 to 1938. And it looks like they had one for maybe their child, but was never finished, so maybe she got buried somewhere else. Alright, so saw this one. This one is pretty interesting. George Edward Gorner Blagg, Keith, England. Died July 7th, 1891, aged 38. Alright, so I moved to a separate section of the graveyard because there was a bunch of people showing up, and I just didn't want to be filming around them, so I moved to a separate section. And so hopefully we can find some pretty interesting ones. There's one right in front of me that is like buried in a bush. So, there's one in there that says Adams. It's like getting overrun. There's a whole bunch of them in there. There's a couple more in there, but I don't think you can see it. Yeah, see? Get away from me. I do know over here there's a family that was murdered by an axe murderer. Man, I can just not escape these mosquitoes. So many of them. This one's kind of sad. I mean, they're all sad, but interesting. Like I said, I know over here somewhere is a family that was axe murdered here in Colorado Springs, and to this day they do not know who did it. I want to say it's over in this area somewhere. Don't exactly remember the name. I guess if I pass over it, maybe I'll recognize it. It's an interesting tombstone. It says, "Here rests a woodman of the world." Interesting. So I'm kind of just walking around at this point, aimlessly wandering the cemetery. interesting tombstone. That's another Woodman of the World tombstone. Those ones are always kind of interesting. Just wandering aimlessly, and from the other plots I noticed this grave over here, which was kind of interesting. Maybe on this side? There's some writing. Lazard Khan, scientist, teacher, and friend. This is a replica of a canite crystal named in honor of. Oh, alright. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty interesting tombstone. I'm definitely in the area of where these are more of the pioneers of Colorado Springs. So anything on that side either, yeah. But yeah, like I said, I'm definitely in the area of more of like those that were pioneers of Colorado Springs, and some of them actually do have stuff online that you can find about them. And just who they were as people and what brought them to Colorado Springs. Though unfortunately for a majority of the people, it's usually tuberculosis or influenza of some sort. So there's some massive tombstones over here. I want to go check this one out. This one's huge. Interesting. Greek? Rome? I don't know. Very interesting tombstones, though. That's for sure. Oh. Huh. Interesting. So the section that I'm in still, like I said, a majority of these individuals are original pioneers to Colorado Springs. Too. Nothing on the back. Interesting. Looks like it says 1981 for Frank's death date. It is on there, it's just hard to see. Freemasons over here, I think, or another, I don't know what that is. Looked like a Freemasons, but maybe not. Oh, no, yeah, Freemasons. So we made it to a different section, which, well, these ones are kind of interesting, I guess. I don't know. They're just walking around, I guess. There's a storm coming in, so I don't know how long we'll stay. Get rained on, but film as much as I can for now, though. There used to be a tombstone right there. I don't know what happened to it, though. As well as there. So, oh, they're like a wooden tombstone. Don't see these in graveyards like that, like modern graveyards like this, too often. So, kind of neat to see a wooden tombstone here. kind of make our way that way. It's pretty neat. Says Bud P. Titus, 1910 to 1927. Oh, Bud. Make our way to a different section. Alright, so there's a section I want to get to before the rain comes in. And I don't think I got a lot of time because I just heard thunder. So we gotta get over there quick because there's a couple other tombstones that I still want to look at before I head out for today's video. If you like today's video, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe. If you are not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I literally just lost, oh, there it is. I was like, I just lost the tombstone I wanted to go look at. I want to go look at that one right there. There's some interesting tombstones over here that I want to look at before the rain comes in. Alright, so a lot of above ground tombstones over here. Is, like I said earlier, something that you don't really see too often, I feel like, these days. Something moving in that bush there. These ones are interesting. There's a couple mausoleums over here. Can't get into them, but this one's interesting, I'll say, for the most part, because it's I don't know what the other side looks like. Probably nothing, but it doesn't mean you don't check. Pretty cool. Big family over here. The whole family, almost. Right here, so And it looks like maybe the family combined their tombstones together, because interesting. And then let's check the back side of this one. Same as the front. So it looks like troops are buried here. And then here's one of the mausoleums. It says Burns on it. Kinda interesting. Kinda looks Greek. I don't know. Let's take a look. See if we can see anything. Probably not. There's a stained glass window in there, but I don't think you can see it from the camera. Interesting architect. But that is a stained glass window. Fortunately, you just can't really see it too well. And there's another mausoleum over there. So as I was walking, I saw this mausoleum. It is ginormous. Yet another one that you cannot go into. I don't know if you can see it any better than the other ones, but pretty interesting, I'll say that. Got a weird, creepy vibe right there. Interesting. Alright, well, there's another one, but not totally as fancy as the other two. So, then, you got all these ones over here too. Not mausoleums, but very tall and very intricate looking tombstones. Nichols, it looks like that's the whole Nichols family right there. Same with up here in the front. Then you have Banning here. Interesting one from Campbell. That tombstone is ginormous. We'll come back to those ones in a second, but I just want you to see this tombstone is almost as tall as that tree. It's actually as tall as that tree. So it looks like it's not totally a tombstone, but more of a placer for the family, like a marker. Because looks like there's a whole bunch of them over here as well. Yep. Alright, let's go back over here. That's fun. I'm being followed by squirrels. I don't got no nuts for you guys. Pretty interesting. Celtic? Maybe? I don't know. Huh. That's interesting. It is. Very interesting. Huh. Alright. Well, making our way to a different section, I guess. I'm gonna have my head on a swivel for all the different unique grave markers. I kind of figured I should probably show the more interesting ones, the unique ones. Because like I said today, this was not the planned video, but it's okay. We're making it work. There's one over here that looks pretty interesting. I'm gonna go check it out. Pretty interesting. Oh, I don't know what that is, but we'll go check it out. Sometimes it'll say what it is, but Arthur H. Milton. Hubert Lewis, George Needs. Alright, what are you guys for? Because I don't know what this is for. Well, didn't take long to figure out what it's for. There's a whole wall over here. It says the Marion Stratton home. I believe Marion was the wife of Scott Stratton, which I believe the Strattons are buried somewhere up that way. I don't really remember though. I do know this right here is William J. Palmer, the founder of Colorado Springs. So all of those are for the Marion Stratton home. The Marion Stratton Home Memorial Park is what that is. So all that, and I'm assuming that way as well. But we're gonna go check out. We're gonna go check out Palmer's grave real quick, and then might find Stratton's grave. So this is General William Jackson Palmer. He was the founder of Colorado Springs. And that right there is his tombstone. Alright, one more grave to look for and then might call it a day. Alright, so over here is Winfield Scott Stratton and his wife. Anna and Winfield Scott Stratton. Interestingly, if you remember from a couple weeks ago, when I was up in Victor, filming at the abandoned mine, the second mine that I visited was owned and operated by Winfield Scott Stratton. So some little history there for you. That's pretty cool. Big old elk. It's for the Elks Club. I'm assuming those are graves for individuals that were part of the Elks Club. Oh, that breeze feels nice. It's very humid today. And if there's one thing I hate, it's humidity. I don't mind dry heat, but once you throw in humidity, whew, I don't want to be outside anymore. That's why I said so. I think this may be the last bit of tombstones we look at today, because yeah, these are all for the Elks Club. So, alright, well, let's start heading back to the car. Alright, well that's it for today's video. If you liked today's video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already done so. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Have a great Sunday, and don't forget to stay hydrated. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!